Yeah, big thanks to Ash for that particular report. Now, when it comes to creating events in sport, leisure and entertainment, our next guest has 17 years of hands-on experience right here in the region. Please welcome Bert Grogor, who joins us live here in the studio, the founder of Grogor Consulting. Great to have you with us.
Thank you very much. Great to be here. Good
to have you on board as well. So, I mean, this theory that we're playing around with at the moment of Dubai, the UAE as a whole being a bit of a hub when it comes to sports here in the region and further afield. Where do you stand on that argument? Have we become a hub?
Undoubtedly, we've become a hub. I mean, if you just look at all markets in Dubai, you know, they're on the uptick, and sports plays such a pivotal role in everyday life. You know, it's the stories that are created around sports that people really connect to. And if you just look at just in general the population and the evolution of sports, not just on the sporting side, but on the fan side, you know, you can really see how sports is evolving, and it's telling these stories, and it's finding connections in areas that you didn't really think would be possible. But undoubtedly, yes, it's definitely a hub.
I want to take you back because, of course, there's been this evolution, and I would actually say, just as someone who's been here for 8 years, I've seen a sudden surge over the last couple of years of that kind of immersion of fans in with the actual sports and the people organising and making things like this happen. Why do you think that is in particular over the last couple of years?
That's a great question. If you look at the demographics, right, in terms of sports, they're becoming younger and younger, really, and the Gen Zs and the millennials, you know, they're all sort of they're more difficult they're less susceptible to traditional marketing nowadays, and really what they are looking for is authentic, curated experiences that come within sports, right? So, and I think that's playing a key role in it's a younger demographic. They're looking for new experiences, and you know how can we connect those dots for them in the different sports elements that we have.
Bert, let's move on to some big international sporting events that have found a home here in Dubai. One of them, of course, we're all excited about F1. What other international motor sporting events would you say should be coming over to the UAE?
Well, they're already here in terms of motorsports international events. Yes, Formula One is, let's say, the pinnacle of motorsports, you know, around the globe, and that's always going to be there for a while, and that's in Yas Marina. You know, that has its place, it has its home. But if I want to say other forms of motorsports that are really here and really been here for 20 years, it's been a long time. So Dubai Autodrome, you know, just down the road, they've had the Dubai 24-hour race for 20 years now. And that's where you have 100 cars, you know, starting a race from 2 p.m. on Saturday to 2 p.m. on Sunday. Sorry for the residents on the noise, but yes, that's been going for quite a while. And I think what makes it, when I was there for 8 years, we recognized that Formula One is positioned, right? It has its niche, it has its market, its mass market audience. But then we also took that exact same thing. We thought, right, what would the fans enjoy? How can we connect with the fans in a different way? So instead of paying 2,000 dirhams a ticket, we went, right, free access for everybody, right? And not only free access, we will allow you into the paddock, which normally costs 5,000 euro in Formula One. We allow you into the paddock so you can meet and greet the drivers, you can high-five the drivers, you can smell the rubber burning, the tires burning, right? So you get the sensory overload of motorsport and all things motorsport. We'll put you into a VIP room with all the data, and I think that's another thing. The younger audience now is becoming very data infused, right? Data, stats. They want to know everything it is about that particular sport, you know. So in terms of motorsport, how many laps have they done? How many times have they changed gears in a single lap? How much fuel have they used? And then we can offset on carbon emissions. But really, that's really where that whole thing is coming from. So the Dubai 24-hour is just happening in early January. And again, you're looking at about 80 cars starting that race, which is, again, is a really, you can really get connected free of charge for that particular event.
Dubai very good at hosting and owning major sports events. We know that as well. But you also mentioned that audience and that younger demographic. Where are we at when it comes to esports, and more specifically when it comes to motorsport, sim racing and things like that?
That's a fantastic question, and that's so interesting. I mean, nowadays esports is a buzzword, right? And everyone's talking about huge investments being made into esports. You know, from UAE to Saudi Arabia, there's a large amount of esports events that are happening. So sim racing is obviously still very much, your gamers inside your houses, but it's now coming to the forefront in terms of entertainment at the particular event. So you'll have a motorsport event, and then you'll have eSIM tournaments happening there. But the interesting thing is now, so the buzzword being esports, I'm going to give you another buzzword that's called phygital.
Yeah.
So phygital, you've heard of it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So physical, digital, and you merge them together, right? So what that really means is, instead of sim racing with your mates, you have your 10 people, okay, let's say from a professional point of view, you're professional sim racers. Let's say those 5 sim racers will all race against each other. Once they're finished, you have the winner. Once they're finished, they will then go race each other at go-karting, right? Or let's say basketball. Team A versus Team B, they will play each other against, I don't know, PlayStation, Xbox, or whatever platform they're using. Then they go to the Coca-Cola Arena, and then they play basketball game there. So really it's that blending with physical and digital that's super interesting. And there is going to be an event next year in 2025 called Games of the Future, and they are doing exactly that, but on the world stage. So you'll have country teams all playing against each other.
Wow.
It's really exciting.
So exciting. I could totally see my boys being really excited about this.
Right.
But you know what? I know nothing about sports, so I'm really glad we have you with us. Please do stick around for the entire show. We will need a lot of your insight.